Hi there, welcome to my RS Style. My name is Tammie and I use fashion, lifestyle, and travel content to show you what it's like to live black plus in abroad. Hey y'all, I'm just back from the grocery store, so let's haul to see the items that I got. So I needed a few non-grocery items, so I got some more paper bowls. We use paper plates and paper bowls around this house. Also, I wanted to make some egg muffins of sorts in my air fryer for just some variation in quick breakfast meal prep. So I got these bowls. I hope that they work out. It'll probably be a cook with me tutorial of sorts on the vlog coming soon. I needed some bowls to kind of like take food away as a snack at work, just kind of throw them in my work bag. So I got this glass bowl. They only had one. I wish I could have got more. And then I got these two plastic bowls. I always get this bag of baby spinach. Y'all saw earlier in the vlog where I used spinach and peppers to kind of beef up my breakfast. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I use. Turkey bacon, you literally put it in the air fryer for about 2 minutes and it's done. You don't want to overcook turkey bacon because it's already cooked. You just want to warm it up and it tastes so good. I like fruit that's already prepared at the grocery store, so I got a few of these. And so this is strawberries and blueberry mix. This is pineapple. Pineapple is good for inflammation. And so I use that. Mango. More just strawberries by themselves. And then I got some grapes. I usually wash them and separate them off the vine and then put them in a container in my refrigerator. And like in between meals, I might pop 2 or 3 of them. And then more berries. So this is a gooseberry, raspberry, blueberry, and blackberry mix. And then what else? Some onions for a meal prep that I'm going to do this week. Some red cabbage for a meal prep that I'm going to do this week. And you know how, in New Orleans they say the Holy Trinity? Well, this is the dynamic duo. And so a bell pepper and an onion. I keep bell pepper and onion. I had some chopped up in the freezer, but I wanted some fresh, so I just got 2. And some mushrooms. Mushrooms can be overpowering, especially when you cut them up. So like, there's a specific meal that I want to use this for. And whatever I don't use, I'll probably just store in the freezer for next time. My friend has been telling me to try this. She said that it's so good. It's the Kodiak blueberry muffin. She said it's so good. I forgot to get some almond milk, so I need to go to the store and get that. You can make it with water, but I feel like some almond milk, cinnamon, and vanilla would really like make this taste super good. And then I got these water enhancer type drinks. So 2 of them are from this brand called Mio. I got the lemon lime hydrate. I got the fruit punch. And then this is a store brand. I got watermelon just for a little kick. I feel like I can put those in my water with a little bit of lemon. I think it'll be good. I'm trying to drink more water. A lime. So I want to try the viral lime and clove tea. It's supposed to be really good for your intestines. I need to get a binder though. I need to get some active charcoal as a binder because when you're removing toxins from your body, you need a binder so they'll stick to something and not go into your body in areas and, you know, cause all kind of problems. But if you want to know more about detoxing with cloves and limes, I recommend that you do your own research. I got some eggs. And so as a meal prep this week, I want to try to make like a scramble in my air fryer. So just mix all of the ingredients in a bowl, put it in the air fryer, and then see how that turns out. I'm excited. Y'all know I'm always trying new things over here. I got some steaks, and so these steaks were €4.76 a piece. They're already marinated and seasoned. I like to sear them in my air fryer and then put them in the oven to let them slow cook. And so I got 3 of those. That'll be a meal prep. And then I just couldn't pass this up. So this is also some beef, and it's chopped in cubes. You can use it for stew. I want to use it for like beef tips. I think beef tips over cauliflower rice would be a really good meal prep with some fresh green beans. But I need to look up a recipe of how to do them in the slow cooker because that's what I would do. Y'all, this is so good. So I got a blueberry kind, but this is mango, and this is a vegan yogurt. So it's plant-based. And so I can't wait to use this. Actually, I got the blueberry kind, and I probably could substitute milk for this yogurt in the muffins. I bet you that would be good. And then I got this pork. So I got the pork for €7.07. And it is 1,181 kgs. So if you want to convert that into pounds, I don't know what that is, but it's probably about a pound. It feels like about a pound of meat. And that's it for my grocery haul. Now to put all of this stuff away. Hey y'all, I done got off of work and went right to work at home. So I'm in the middle of filming some Valentine's Day content. That's why I'm wearing this cute little nightie that I got on. It has a matching robe. Y'all will see it in the video. The video will already be out by the time this vlog comes out. But I'm trying to come down with this ick again. I had actually gotten rid of it from like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but it's trying to come back because there's a lot of people at my job getting sick. It's a lot of people just getting sick, period. I stopped at the gas station, and the gas station attendant was hacking and coughing. It's a mess. So I was gonna make pulled pork, low carb pulled pork sandwiches for this week's meal prep. but I had to put that on the back burner. I had to shelve that idea. So now I'm making beef and vegetable soup. My mom used to make this all the time. In the winter, she actually would use oxtails and make it. But when oxtails got too expensive, she would just use stew meat. You can use either or. And so it's a tomato base. It has mixed vegetables, fresh onion, fresh bell pepper, seasonings. It's a real good soup. I usually make chicken soup, but I wanted something different, and so that's what I did. And so yeah, I'm just letting it cook. I'm cooking it on high, but because it's on a slow cooker, it's cooking low and slow. And so I'll taste it once it's done. But yeah, I'm breathing heavy. My chest feels heavy. It's crazy. I do not want to feel this way. I also re-upped on my secret weapon. This. Now they have tablets in this brand that works just like Zycam. But I like that because it's milder. Zycam works, but it will knock the taste out of your mouth. With Symbicol, the taste is a little bit milder. It's made of elderberry, and they have syrup. They have a cough syrup that works just like the tablets. I like the cough syrup because you take 2 doses, and with the tablets, you have to like keep taking them, and sometimes I'll forget. I ain't got time for that. So yeah, this is my stuff. I bought 2 bottles the last time that I got sick. I went through 1.5 of the bottles because I was taking it twice a day. And so I had to re-up on another bottle. I just finished the half of a bottle, and I'm gonna start on the one that I just bought today. But yeah, I'm on the mend again. I hope this time after I get it, I don't get it no more. Cause I take my vitamins. I'm trying to stay on my workout regimen. I don't really want no downtime. Yeah, it's a mess. But yeah, I just wanted to come and check in and let y'all know what's going on. I'll see y'all later.
I like my coffee black, white too. Don't turn this into no controversy, it's my boo. I can make $250,000 off a haiku, and I can make another quarter off it ×2. If it's money on the table, I'll be on it like Bobby or Epic. You peep the aesthetic, it's hard to forget it. I hear you talking, but you're hardly right. I'm the voice of your prototype. Summertime and then why? Drop tops out. Summertime and then why? Think it fits right. Bottles over here. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? Come on. I'm talking 6 a.m. tea times. 18 with the mayor talking land banks. I waited for it, gotta get mine. Snag a seat up at the table if my man can't. Heading to a meeting, we're familiar with no briefcase. Just my mind in a free state. I got a plan through a vision, but it takes time. I'ma make mine. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? You know the drill by now. Summertime and then why? Get everything together, get the squad together, get the gang together. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? Started in the back office, now I run the front. Call the shots, make the deals, know the deal, know what's up. Too much for the books, then I put it in a tuck. Too much for the tuck, then I give it to my love. Once I make $1 million, man, $1 million won't be enough. Watch me fake the struggle while I get it off the hush. Now it's JetBlue miles, Rolex dials, frowns turn to smiles. Summertime and then why? Now as you come to an end. Summertime and then why? And the falls upon us. I want you to bring that energy to the summertime and run that thing back, yeah. Until next year. Summertime and then why? Yeah. And why? Summertime and then why? Yeah. We gone.
got a package today. Let's open it together. So this is active charcoal, and I just received it today. I'm excited about it because I'm actually going to be starting this regimen where I drink clove tea. I actually got the idea off of social media, and I will link the social media post down below. So what it's supposed to do is help with your digestion, and it's really supposed to help clean your system out. Apparently, and you know, I'm no doctor. Let me give you this disclaimer now. I'm no doctor. I have just done some research like off of social media, and I want to try it. But apparently, like if you eat a lot of sugar or crave a lot of sugar, there might be parasites in your body, and that's why you're craving that sugar. And so clove tea is supposed to be good for detoxing. It's supposed to be good for bloating and stuff like that. And it's supposed to like make you regular. You know how like there's this trend going on social media where people are getting into more natural remedies as well as more Western medicine, like drinking hot water in the morning, drinking bone broths at certain times of the day. Well, there is this young man, content creator, who tries all of that stuff, and then he takes his audience along with him. And he'll try it for however many days that his research tells him that he should try it. So it might be a week or it might be a month or whatever. And he documents every day doing it. And so he did the clove tea one, and I was intrigued. And so I had ordered me some cloves online. I couldn't find them in the local grocery stores. I probably wasn't looking hard enough. I'm the type of person that has limited time to run errands a lot of times. And I have Amazon. And I have Amazon Prime. So that's what I lean on. That's where I know I can find it. So I found me some cloves. And I bought some lime from the grocery store, but he was saying that you needed a binder. You needed something for the toxins to bind to in your system so they can flush on out. And so he said active charcoal was what he was using, and so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna look back at his video and see when to take the active charcoal. I guess I can take it before I drink the clove tea, but that's something that I want to try. And if I do try it, I'll come back on and tell y'all how it works. Again, it's supposed to flush toxins out of your system. It's supposed to rid your system of parasites. And it's supposed to help with bloating and things of that nature. So I thought I'd give it a go. And so, yeah, I'm excited about my active charcoal coming in the mail for that reason. there was a holiday at work. And so, y'all already know that I am on a group chat on Facebook because I want to be where the black people are, and so that's where I get information about the black social scene in the part of Europe where I stay in. And they was talking about beauty treatments. A lot of time, the people get on there and they ask, where y'all getting y'all nails done? Where can I get my hair braided? Who does good wigs? Um, a whole gamut of things. One of the things that I've been needing to do that's on my radar is to get my eyebrows microshaded. So if you are a longtime member of the Tam Fam, I actually did a video of my micro shading experience here in Europe. It took me a few times to get it right. So the first time I did it, the outcome wasn't very favorable, but at least it got me used to the process. Um, the second time I went to somebody, because I had done it had it done before, the outcome was a little bit better, but it still wasn't quite to my liking. The third time that I got it done, same thing. I had gotten it done before. The outcome wasn't quite to my liking, but with the three times combined, it was closer to the result that I wanted. So in the group chat, they were saying that there was a lady that's really good, and she has a diverse clientele. She's European. Um, and the lady was like, it's a drive, but it's worth the drive. Now, I've been to this city before. I actually want to tell y'all a story time later on about what happened the last time I was here, but now ain't that time. Um, so yeah, I was like, you know me, I'm all about a little staycation. It is a lifestyle, travel, and fashion channel. I'm all about a little staycation. So I was like, let me go ahead and book with this lady. And if she has openings on the weekend that I want to drive up, then I'll just make a little staycation out of it. So what I'm going to try to do today, because it's good content, I'm going to try to record my interaction with the esthetician who does my brows today. I'm going to try to record the service. Of course, I ain't going to tell her that I lied before she did my eyebrows. I ain't stupid. If she clocked the lie, cool. If she didn't, cool. But by the end of the appointment, I'm going to let her know, look, I'm the type of person who travels solo a lot. I don't feel comfortable with letting people know my whereabouts that I don't know. And you have to listen, 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 listen. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all my barbershop chronicles one day because I lied for a specific reason. And part of that is, you know, sometimes like people in the beauty industry, especially when the supply is larger than the demand, or the demand is larger than the supply, and they have enough clients to meet their bottom line. Sometimes they'll take on new clients, but the interaction with that new client and how they perceive that new client to be, it will definitely impact whether or not they want that client to become a regular. And sometimes a a service provider will not put their best foot forward to be able to do the service and take that person's money, but make sure that they don't come back. Like, you know what? I'm good on you. You more trouble than what you were. And I don't want to add you to my client roster because you are more trouble than what you are worth. My clients, I know them, they know me. We have a rapport. I'm really just adding you new to the roster because you're cherry on top of the sundae. I have experienced it so much before, especially in barbershops. I can't wait to tell y'all about these experiences. But it's definitely a culture. Um, She is a provider that is non-black. Part of the reason why I'm going to her is because I found her information on a black group chat on Facebook. The lady that gave the review was black, and she gave her a good review. I will go to somebody non black if they have a diverse clientele. That's one of the things we briefly spoke about yesterday. Another thing we briefly spoke about yesterday, since I'm bringing it up, is I'm a gym girly now. I've been a gym girly for several months. So I know kind of how this process go. Like, when you're doing permanent makeup, your skin texture and the composition of your skin matters. I am an oily girl. And of course, sweat and other body secretion, other oil, excuse me. And of course, oil and other body secretions comes out in your sweat. And oil can affect the healing process of your eyebrows. And also, if the ink that she uses uh, adheres to your eyebrows in a way that they show up. I ain't trying to spend more than an hour with you tinkering with my eyebrows for you to, for it not to take. I had that experience before. I'm coming for a new experience. So, also, another update while we're here. Um, so y'all know, like, during my Valentine's Day shoot, I dropped my DJI Osmo, which is my main vlogging camera, and broke the gimbal. And it was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. I don't know what I'm gonna do for you now. I mean, broke it, honey. Broke it. And I had to go ahead and put in for a repair. What DJI is doing, which is very special, is if they can't fix the camera that you sent in, they will just send you a new one. And so they sent me a new one. I finally got around to setting it up, and I wanted to use it to vlog today at the eyebrow appointment. And y'all, I don't have the battery attachment that goes to the tripod. And I was trying to look up electronic stores to see when they open, and they open the same time as my appointment. So I'm gonna have to use my Insta360. I like the Insta360 in theory, but in practice, my Osmo just shows a better picture. The Insta360 is an action camera. And so, like, if you're doing activities and you need to take selfies, that's a good camera. But it's not a good vlogging camera. The picture is inconsistent. Sometimes it shows clear, sometimes it don't. So I'm trying to figure it out. And so if some of my camera footage isn't clear, I apologize in advance. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm trying to learn new skills on the fly and make content, and that's not easy. Let me get my life together. I'll probably do an outfit of the day. It's not going to be anything too fancy. I am just here to get my beauty treatment done. I am just here to rest. I'll probably go to a electronic store today so that I can get me a battery for my DJI Osmo so that I can hook it up to my tripod in the future. I also I had actually purchased a battery on Amazon and went off and left it at the photo shoot place. And he texted me last week and he was like, it's over here. I don't know when I'm going to go get it though. That joint is like 45 minutes from my house. I should have asked him, can you send it to me in the mail? But I didn't want him to incur more expenses. Europeans can be quite frugal when it comes to their coin. And listen, I don't knock anybody's hustle. But yeah, let me stop rambling and get ready. I'm going to probably turn on a podcast and some music and get my life together. I might take y'all down to breakfast with me, and then we're going to go to this appointment. Hey y'all, so I wanted to do this quick and dirty outfit check. I'm getting ready to head out the door because I knew once I got into my morning routine and things of that nature, then it was going to be time for me to go. It's enough time for me to go and grab a quick bite and then head over to the eyebrow person. So let's start with the feet. So these are my Crocs. Y'all love these shoes. I fell in love with them because silver kind of goes with everything, and they are the first platform Crocs that I ever saw in life. And of course, they have the big bows. I kind of want to go on Amazon and get some giblets for them, but even if I don't do that, the bows are a cute touch. I get compliments all the time on these Crocs. I am wearing one of the cat suits that I hauled in my grown and sexy wear video from Fashion Nova. I like this one because it's part of the snatched material, and so it has this technology that's supposed to hold you in, so it looks really good. You could wear shapewear if you really want to look snatched, but I don't really have to in this because look, this is the side profile, and then you can see a little bit of my booty. When my booty is looking like the letter P, and my stomach is looking out like flat, and all I'm wearing is like high-waisted underwear, I'm a happy camper. And I like that it has the mock neckline because it's still a bit chilly outside, and so it gives that turtleneck look without having the bulky sleeves. And then I decided to wear this purple cardigan. My nails are purple, my hair is burgundy, and so I felt like that would be cute. And then I'm just wearing my oversized Michael Kors tortoiseshell glasses. I love these. I got these from a UK brand and I had them shipped to me because they were not that expensive and I like the shape of them. And so yeah, that's the outfit of the day, honey. I might take y'all down to breakfast. They have a good breakfast buffet here. I hope that they're still serving. But I need to get my camera equipment and everything because once I'm done eating breakfast, it's time for me to go. Hey y'all, so I made it down to breakfast, but I gotta make this quick because I gotta get to my appointment on time. I'm always fashionably late, but real quick, like, I'm gonna just show you the decadence that is the breakfast here. So this is mixed vegetables with mushrooms. I got a little bit of bacon. These days I've been doing turkey bacon, so this is gonna be a nice treat to actually have some pork bacon for once. Eggs sunny side up. I prefer scrambled, but this is what they had. And then I got a croissant with jam. I need to take my vitamins, so I got me some multivitamin juice mixed with grapefruit. And yeah, I'm gonna just sit here and enjoy my breakfast. Cheers. so change of plans. The esthetician actually hit me up on WhatsApp and told me that the appointment won't be until 11:30. So I have a little bit of time to edit. Then I want to go to a local electronics store to see if I can find a battery attachment for my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 so that I could use it on my tripod. I am using my Insta360 right now, but I find that the picture quality, especially in low light settings, is a little bit unpredictable. And my Osmo 360 gives me a steady quality throughout, but I don't have, it has to have a battery attachment to the bottom of it to actually work with a tripod. So that's something that I need to go and get. The department store don't open until like 20 minutes. And so I was like, let me do a 20-minute sprint on editing this video. Hopefully I can get it edited and uploaded today, if not, the next day, but it'll be out well before this vlog comes out. So I'm gonna do that, y'all. And then we're gonna get out of here and go to this place. The place is about 30 minutes from where I am right now. So once I go and get the battery part, I should be able to get there in more than enough time for the appointment. Editing setup. I went and bought me a cheap power surge right before I traveled to Morocco. And so I have my 5011 electronics like hooked up to that. And I usually just edit in bed. At home, I have my TV sitting across from my bed, so I put on a show. And I'll prop a pillow up on my lap. And then, I'll get to editing, child. This how the magic happened right here. And so I kind of mimic that in the hotels that I stay in because it makes me feel comfortable. And I was going to put all my electronics in a suitcase, but I was like, Tammie, you got a expensive computer bag. Why don't you just put your electronics in your computer bag? And so I was able to just like carry me a duffel bag because y'all know how I am. I'm a chronicle packer. So let me get to editing this video, child. Hopefully I can finish it today and get it uploaded on YouTube. The Wi-Fi in this hotel is crummy. So I'm using a wireless hotspot right now. So we're going to see how that goes. If I can get it to work on my MacBook, that would be great. I don't know where I'm going. So like either the location that she's what? The location that she says that she's at. The location that she says that she okay, y'all. Okay, I want to make sure en route. Voice call. Hey, the address that you sent me said that it's 20 minutes away from me, and I just drove 20 minutes to get to where I am right now.
Yeah, something's definitely wrong.
So like, the shop that you have on your website.
Yes.
Like, Is that where you're located? The address to the shop on your... Okay, so what caused the confusion is the restaurant. The restaurant that you sent me has more than one location.
And
okay, wait, hold on. Like, it's telling me that I need to exit. Let me just get in your general location and give you a call back.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, y'all. So I'm back in the car after getting my powder brows done. And I just want to show you how they turned out. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about how was this lady in person after the phone calls that I played for y'all. So she was actually pleasant in person. Now, I'm the type of person where if I'm agitated, I can't go from being agitated to calm and just like that. I need a little bit of time. And so I could tell when we first interacted, when I first got there, she was trying to feel me out to see my level of agitation. And I was a bit agitated. But the longer I was there, the more we got into the process, the more that my attitude started to calm down. At first, I wasn't going to tell her that I lied, but then I was like, no. You know, you need to follow through. And I honestly felt like it was safe to share that information. And so I told her, I said, look, I'm a black woman and I'm a black woman who is from America. I travel with a level of sensitivity to my safety wherever I go. And so I didn't want to disclose that I was coming here traveling solo. I travel solo a lot. I was like, I'm single. And so I travel solo a lot. And so like I said, I don't disclose that to people because to people that I'm just meeting like that. And I think I was expecting a certain level of empathy, but again, we didn't know each other, number one. And number two, I'm not owed that. All I can do is stand in my truth, speak my truth, and do it without needing validation. There is plenty of validation from my community. I feel empowered to take that approach because number one, it works for me. And then number two, you know, there are members of my community, other black women who I could say that to and they understand exactly what I'm talking about. I was talking to someone who's not black. And so because of that, you know, she has a different worldview. And all I was trying to do is level with her. And so she was like, well, since we're being honest, I've been ghosted a lot. And so when you initially called, I thought that you were gonna ghost me. And I kind of figured that. Because the instructions or the directions that she gave me were very convoluted. My initial appointment, again, was 10 a.m. But I could see how that is a problem, you know, getting up that early, opening up your shop if somebody's going to ghost you. And so she was putting out, I clocked it. She was putting out feelers to see if I was actually going to come, you know. And me lying to her, like, that didn't help. That didn't help. I was like, you probably clocked that I was lying. She was like, actually, I wasn't sure. But, you know, you did seem like somebody... You were acting in a way that people act when they're getting ready to ghost me. And I could relate to that. You know, that's one of the reasons why it was important for me to show up. I had came all this way. I'm leaving here with something. You know, even if I had to go through a bit of discomfort, you know, and she did too, like, I'm leaving with her with something. But we were able to have common ground. And once we cleared the air and we were able to have common ground, the services went smoothly. I think that she paid very close attention to detail. She was actually able to critique the work that I got done previously. She shared some things with me, a little bit of tea about that I won't get into here. But yeah, I felt like that she was very kind and very professional. And so, yeah, that's that on that. And we'll see. Like, these things, what I have learned in this journey from getting my eyebrows done is when you first get them done, they look good. They just a bit dark. They look like Sharpie eyebrows. You won't know the quality of the work until they fully heal. That's when I'll be able to give you if I really like them. Like right now, the shape is really good. You know what I'm saying? But they are dark. They gonna be dark. But she said that I am going to go through a process called dry healing because my skin is oily and the natural oils in my skin is going to help with healing. She said, you know, I need to avoid getting the eyebrows wet for about 10 days, you know, about 2 weeks. And so that means I have to, I've done this before. So normally I really need to re-up on my facial cleanser that I use. I use a specific facial cleanser when I get my eyebrows done. I need to get some of that from the store. Oh, excuse me. But I usually wash from here down, and then I'll take like some witch hazel and do my forehead, making sure that I don't do my brows. In the shower, I do the neck down. Like, there are things that I do. Now, going to the gym, she said that I could start back going to the gym probably Tuesday or Wednesday. But I ordered some sweatbands, and so I'm going to wear sweatbands. I probably need to do that anyway because, child, I be exercising and sweat be getting in my eyes and it's uncomfortable. And so I probably need to be wearing a sweatband anyway, but I ordered me some sweatbands. They should be at my house by the time I get back home. But yeah, she was very pleasant. Definitely some cultural differences, but overall she was very pleasant. I've been in my room just chilling, and I decided to order some Uber Eats. I love ordering Uber Eats when I go out of town or something like that. And so I thought we would do an edition of what I ordered versus what I got. So I wanted some steak, but on the Uber Eats app, they didn't really have it. They have a restaurant here in the hotel, but I don't know. I didn't feel like ordering room service or nothing like that. I just got on the Uber Eats app. They did have a barbecue place. Y'all, I'm from Texas, so we're going to see if this barbecue is actually hitting on what it's supposed to be hitting on. But first, look at this. They have this like gourmet soda, and it looks to be like an orange blend. It's Fritz Limo, and it's orange. And so that looks really good. I don't have a bottle opener, and I don't think they have one in the room, but somebody showed me a trick of opening a bottle if you don't have a bottle opener. So I ordered a meat platter with fries, but it's actually enough food in here for like 2 people, so I will be taking this home and eating off of it later. Dang. Okay, these are potatoes. More than what I can eat. I hope y'all can see that. That's insane. Let me see. This is like a potato nugget. Let me taste it. Oh no. It's a chicken nugget. I thought it was a potato nugget. So these is what chicken nuggets would taste like if McDonald's chicken nuggets was actually made from chicken. It's got like this crunchy, like cornflake crust, and it's chicken breast. But it needs a little bit more seasoning. These are the French fries. They like natural cut fries. Needs a little salt, but they're crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. Okay, this one has a little seasoning on it. And then this is a potato wedge. I wonder if they call them potato nuggets because they are breaded in potato flakes. I bet you that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. They breaded in potato flakes. But I need some lorries. Okay, this is the creme de la creme. All the meat. I asked for utensils, but they don't ever bring me utensils. And so I always just pack some. Okay, so I'm supposed to have some pork steak, some beef steak, and then some more meat. I don't know. It's a barbecue platter, probably ribs or something. And I'm supposed to have a side of barbecue sauce. They got this wrapped up real good. Hold up. I was scared that they wouldn't give me enough barbecue sauce. Y'all, it actually looks pretty good. So, they have this red sauce. This is their barbecue sauce. And they have this white sauce. It's probably, oh, okay, this is coleslaw. I don't like coleslaw. But they got a rack of ribs. And then they have the steak right here. I want some steak, so I'm going to try it first. So I'm going to bless my food because I hadn't done it yet. All right, amen. So I want to taste the beef steak first. These ribs are like pork ribs, which pork ribs are good. They're nice and tender. Okay. I think I ordered everything medium too. And so it should be nice and tender with a little pink on the inside. Uh-oh. I need to be careful, child. My fork is, oh no, my fork broke in half. Wow. I'm still gonna eat with it though. We're gonna make it work. My little plastic utensils. Let me see if I can get me a little corner. This knife, child, ain't cutting nothing. Come on and give me a little corner of my steak. It's a little tough. It's giving like maybe sirloin. It's good, but it need a little seasoning. I'm gonna take it home, put a little garlic salt on it. That'll do the trick. But it's good though. I mean, I got a salt and pepper packet. Now, more of the beef steak. Now, I've been to establishments since I've been over here. Well, they season their food. I don't know what's going on over here. I ain't season. But it's the pork steak. Like when I get meat from the grocery store, it's seasoned, it's marinated. All I gotta do is cook it. This ain't that. I guess they want you to taste like the essence of the meat. I mean, it got some salt-free seasonings on it. I have the meat sweats with all these, eating all this meat. The pork steak is nice and tender though. And the meat is like juicy. I may not have to cook next week, y'all. Make me a nice green vegetable. It's giving like Brussels sprouts. And I can eat off of this for a couple of days. This is actually like a family plate. But I did want some beef steak, and this was the only meal that they offered like beef steak with. Which is weird because I got steak at the house, so I don't know what this is about, but hey, it's Valentine's weekend. Hey y'all, so I'm having a little bit of a dilemma. It's time for me to go. I was supposed to be out of this room like 10, 15 minutes ago, but I'm uploading a video for y'all and it's at 99% uploaded. I had to switch to the hotel internet because my internet on my wireless hotspot was like really slow. And this video is like an hour long. You're welcome. It's my Valentine's Day gift to y'all. My Valentine's Day gift to the Tam Fam, I don't know if you clocked it, was uploading 3 videos in 1 week. I only upload like once a week. But yeah, 3. You're welcome. But the first video was a video where I talked about my lingerie looks for 2026 and gave the plus size babes some helpful tips at buying lingerie at different price points. And then the second video, of course, was my showcase. I had to put it at 18 years old and up because I'm half naked on the internet. And I have family members that are under the age of 18 that watch my content, and I just needed them to know that that ain't for them. Now, if they bypass the warning and they look at their family member, you know, in her lingerie, then you wanted to see what you saw. But I did my due diligence and put the warning on there. And then the third video is just following me around for the weekend and doing things to prepare for the Valentine's Day shoot and then beyond. And so I hope y'all like it. I also wanted to play with different formats when it comes to doing my thumbnails. You know, I'm learning as I go, and I don't always get it right. My hope is that from the first video up to now, you can see the growth on my channel, including my visuals, my thumbnails and stuff. I guess I'm one of those hyper-independent Black women, huh? Because I'm doing all of this on my own. And it's empowering to be able to hold your success in the palm of your hands, but it's also overwhelming at the same time. But if anything was going to overwhelm me, it would definitely be this. I am very choosy about what I choose to do the work on and for. Amen, amen. But anyway, I told them people I was going to get them their room back at 1 o'clock, but I'm uploading a video. And what I would hate to do is have 3 minutes left in the upload and just cut off the internet and have to start over. So whatever fees, fines, things that I need to pay, I'll just go ahead and pay it, I guess. Another thing is, every time I go somewhere, I lose something, y'all. Now it's my mouse. Now, I have 2 mice to go with my MacBook because I edit while on my vacations and staycations. It's how I stay on top of this side of my work. And I had bought 2 magic mice, and I can't find it. And I done told this room upside down. I done looked under the bed. Did I look under the child? I'm going to look. Once I get finished, I'm going to look up under the little, nightstands. But the nightstands are like fixed into the wall. So I'm going to just let the front desk know, hey, if you find a mouse, it's mine. Please send it to me. This is the address. And just keep it moving. I might have to buy a cheap one to travel with and then just use the more expensive Apple one at home. It's like every time I go somewhere, I'm either I'm losing the camera, it's getting stolen, or I'm breaking one. My goodness. But can't stop, won't stop, okay? But anyway, I thought I would just come here and just wrap up this part of the video. I didn't film a lot yesterday because after the incident with the esthetician, I was tired. And I needed to edit a video. So sometimes I have to choose between things that I really have to do and being on film. And so those things wouldn't have got done if I would have been videoing. And it wasn't really nothing to see. I came back to the room. I ordered the Uber Eats. Y'all saw that. I ate the Uber Eats. And then shortly thereafter, I needed to go to sleep. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next part of this video. Hey y'all, it's real life over here. I'm wearing this same pajama shirt that y'all done seen me in at the hotel. I had a day off today, and so after driving home from my staycation, I just kind of like laid low yesterday. I ordered me some Thai food. So, like, y'all saw the barbecue plate that I got last time. It was, like, mostly meat and, like, fried potatoes. And, you know, I'll vacation eat a little bit when I'm on vacations and staycations, but I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to limit carbs, but yesterday the only thing that was open was this Thai food place. So, I got some stir fry, because it's Thai food. They don't do stir fry. Stir-fried vegetables, some vegetable fried rice, and that's what I had for dinner last night. And then a piece of that meat. That meat was bland. So I put all my seasonings on there, and it didn't really help, but I spent money on it, so I ate it. And so it came with, like, the spare ribs, the pork steak, and then the beef steak. And I think I ate the beef steak yesterday. And so I just kind of been at home all day. I'm getting ready to go to work tomorrow. But I wanted to come on here and give my opinion on something. So I watched part 1 of the Housewives of Potomac reunion. And I hate the drama and the backlash that's going on with Wendy and Eddie Osefo. Free the Osefos, okay? Even if they did it, they didn't do it. And that's just my take on it. You know, I listened to a lot of social commentators when it first came out that they had a case or whatever. I was just listening to people, and I agree wholeheartedly Free the OSFOs, okay? Also, the Bravo to prison pipeline is rampant. It's a few people that done been to jail. Karen being one of them. Now, they had a dressing room for Karen, but I think they trying to hold us in suspense for views. And I think that she is going to be on the media because, you know, I listen to the thought leaders around popular culture, and I think they done already spilled the tea that she going to be in the reunion. I hope so, because I want to hear what she has to say around the girls. Yeah, so I'm fixing to watch it for a third time, and then I'm going to move on to Married to Medicine. Another thing, and this might be a hot take or a difference of opinion, but one of the, again, two of the social commentators that I listen to, they are Black women. They was talking about the phenomenon with the new lady, Angel. Angel is new to the show this season. And they was talking about like the hazing going on. They was talking about how Giselle Bryant was the main hazer. I wholeheartedly agree. She is a beautiful woman, but on the show they portray her to be very mean-spirited. And they do this hazing ritual with every new cast member that's on there. And they tried to do it to Angel. And unpopular opinion, I liked the responses that she had, you know. I do listen to Black women, and I do listen to social commentators. There was this hot take that she's used to the WAG culture, and she thought that the Housewives of Potomac was going to be like that. And she was finding out in real time that it's not like that, and just having trouble adjusting. So a lot of the cognitive dissonance that she was having was related to that. But I think anybody in that situation will react the way that she did, and I like the way that she responded. Did she use some big words out of context sometimes? Yes. I think the way that she spoke was inadvertently, or not inadvertently, but it was a way to like talk down on people, and people was like clocking that. Like, I know me, you know, I call it a Claire Huxtable read. You know how Claire Huxtable could read somebody and you could tell that she was highly intelligent and she didn't have to use cuss word. I think Angel was doing a version of that. I think as Black women, we have to code switch so much that we do a version of that. I do a version of that. I want to let you know that I don't like what's going on. I'm clocking what's going on, and I'm about to read you. And I'm about to read you like an encyclopedia. So she was definitely using her SAT words, and I think that was to talk down to the women. But what was she supposed to do? Y'all are doing all these hazing rituals, and people are saying that's what she signed up for. But people are people. I have been through some hazing rituals in my life that I didn't ask for, but that was just the social space that I was in right then. And I didn't have the social currency to have allies in that situation. So I kind of identify with her on that. They talked about the catfish comment. And again, hold on, I'm making my dinner, so I want to keep talking to y'all, but I need to eat. They talked about the catfish comment, and y'all, let me just tell you. Hold on, let me scoot y'all in closer. Okay, can y'all see me? All right. They talked about the catfish comment, and y'all, let me just tell you this. I have unfortunately been in social situations where the person who has the least amount of social currency in that situation is being hazed. And if someone says something cruel and unkind about you, and you're not the person that said it, but you laugh at it, you're agreeing with what they said. And I wanted Wendy to be held accountable more for that. Now, did Angel take that and run with it? Yes. But what else was she supposed to do? Okay? You got this one person attacking you, and you got this other person egging it on. Now, did she spend more time on Wendy in that situation than Giselle? Yeah. But if Wendy had not have laughed and then egged it on, she's saying that you're a catfish. Like catfish, the phrase catfish, Wendy introduced that. You know, I have been in situations before, again, where I was being subjected to some social hazing, and one person made an ignorant remark about me, and the other person laughed. And the thing is, when I left that social situation, I didn't fool with the person who made the remark or the person who laughed. Y'all are on the same. If you laugh, that means you agree with what they're saying. You know? And I get it. The culture of that show is, they have a certain culture. You know? I personally, as a Black woman, would not put myself in a situation that has that type of culture. I need a little bit more consistency in my relationships. But it's a certain culture on that show, and in order to navigate the culture, you have to conduct yourself a certain way. Totally get it. And I totally get how, you know, I'm not the new girl anymore. I'm a regular cast member, so I have more social hierarchy. I have more social currency. And part of that social currency is now to engage in these hazing rituals. And I'm not doing the hazing. You know, we've got people who delight in that, but I'm laughing and I'm egging it on. And I just would like to see a little bit more accountability for that. Also, I would have liked to see a little bit more accountability for how they tried to pit Angel and Karna against each other. How Giselle tried to do that. That was part of the hazing ritual. You know, when someone is trying to haze you, they can get to you more when they take away your leg to stand on. We all saw Mean Girls. And when they wanted to attack Regina George, what did they do? They put a wedge between her and her friend. They called them the Army of Skanks. So we are going to dismantle the Army of Skanks so we can get to this one person. Because you can get to that one person when you isolate them. You can get to them better than when, you know, they have their little clique. They have their little crew. And so they definitely was coming for Klarna and Angel's relationship with that whole chin check. Chin check is a colloquial term. Chin check means I was feeling away and I had to assert a boundary with my own friend. That's what that means. That's not the first time that term has been used. But you know, a lot of times people be thirsty for a storyline. And so they will blow something out of proportion. And so it was double duty. You know, I want to have a relationship with you because you are a more tenured cast. You have social currency, but I'm hazing your friends. And so in order to isolate your friend so we can haze her, we're going to blow something out of proportion. And I am so glad that Angel and Klarna had a side conversation about that whole chin check thing, and they didn't allow them to further use that to hinder their relationship. And it may not be the most stable of relationship. Like some of the social commentators clocked how Angel, just needs an ally in the show. And so it's more of an allyship than a friendship. But nonetheless, allyship, friendship, or whatever, I think we can all agree that Giselle, and I don't know, it was mainly for me, Giselle, tried to create a wedge in the relationship so she could get at Angel. You know, and so I don't know. I like how Angel handled herself. And then the rest of the things that happened, like when she invited them to Colorado and things on the trip just didn't go as planned, that was just a self-fulfilling prophecy. I honestly, like, can we be real here? If somebody's socially hazing me, they hazing me in a social group, I don't want them in my house either. I think I like what Dr. Wendy said, though. She was just like, if that's how you feel, you should just own that. You should just own that. I just had an experience where I didn't present somebody with the truth. Y'all saw that earlier in the vlog. And I had to chin check myself. I had to be like, wait a minute, you grown. You know, you stand in your truth. Now, sometimes you have to find a way to make the truth more palatable. But we're not lying over here because I'm grown. I don't have a reason that I should lie. And so, like, if you're having an ulterior motive, these women are smart. They savvy. They move that way themselves. So just put it out in the open. Yeah, you know, I'm still getting to know y'all. There are some... We've had some conflicts, and so I just didn't want to go through that in my own home. And so I thought it best that, you know, y'all stay here and we stay there. Now, that house, not having working water, electricity, you know, word on the street is that was the producer setting her up for that. But anyway, yeah, I just had thoughts. And so I wanted to share my thoughts. So if y'all watch the Housewives of Potomac, like, definitely comment down below and let me know your thoughts. But I'm watching this reunion, child, and I'm just like, okay. But they gonna do what they do. That's the reason why we watch. I love watching mess on TV, but I don't like being in mess in my real life. Sometimes life do get messy, though. Like, here lately, as I've been traveling to other countries and navigating other cultures, that in and of itself can be messy because you're coming at it from one perspective and you're dealing with a person who has a whole different perspective, and y'all trying to meet in the middle. And so it's been looking a little messy on the vlogs here lately, but generally, if I can measure a situation, I don't like being a mess. It's boring over here. All right, so I just wanted to come on and tell y'all that. I'll see y'all in the next part of this vlog.
Wife too. Don't turn this into no controversy. It's my boo. I can make